So we're going to start in child's pose with the knees out wide, big toes to touch, and just melt the heart space to the earth with the fingertips reaching away from you. Just take a moment to connect with your breath here. As you take a deep inhale, allow the back body to become expansive, really filling up that space between the shoulder blades, ballooning out of the back of the rib cage. And as you exhale, just soften deeper into the shape, imagining the tailbone falling deeper to the heels. And taking a deep inhale. And a complete exhale. As you plant firmly into the hands, spread the fingers wide. Let your inhale lift you up as you press into the hands. Rise the chest up, coming into your tabletop position. Stack the hands directly under the shoulders. Shift the knees under the hips. Tuck all 10 toes under, and on an inhale, lift the knees to a hover, just about an inch off the mat. Really strong body, begin to ignite your inner power. Hug the navel up into the spine. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lift the hips up and back as you sink the heels into your first downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward to a high plank. Stacking shoulders over wrists again, just check in with the alignment and space between hands and feet. And then on your exhale, lift the hips up and back to find downward facing dog. And in this first down dog, just invite any intuitive micro movements into the body. Just liberate yourself here to move in a way that feels really good. Maybe pedaling out the heels as you sink one heel to the earth, lengthening that leg. Bending deeply into the opposite knee. Maybe you gently shake out the head or shift the hip side to side. Wherever you go, just allow the breath to guide you. Stay connected, moving in rhythm with your own breath. And then begin to find stillness here. Both in body and in gaze, soften the eyes. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Let the heel lead so the foot stays nice and flexed. Reaching tall, continue to press through the hands, and as you exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, reaching that heel towards the left glute as you reach the kneecap towards the sky. Check in with the right shoulder. If it begins to lift here, just level it back off with the left, grounding down there. Really finding that nice opening through the right side body. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, square off the hips. Exhale as you glide forward into high plank. Hug the knee into the chest as you plant the foot firmly between the hands. Make sure the knee is directly over the heel. Exhale, release the back knee to the earth, untuck toes. You may want blocks under your hands here. We're gonna stay supported as we soften through the hips, lengthening through the crown. Gather the shoulder blades together slightly to broaden through the collarbone. Really open through the heart. And just sink in. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, shift the hips back, straightening that front leg. Peel the toes up towards the face. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over, guiding with your heart. So rather than rounding the spine here, each inhale, lift up a little bit to find greater length. Each exhale, let the sternum lead you as you soften over the leg. On your next inhale, plant in through that foot, bend in through the knee. Tuck the back toes under, coming into a high runner's lunge. Really strong and active through that back thigh and high on the back toes. Engage your core. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. Soften through the shoulders, generous bend through that front knee. Soften the face. Challenge your balance here. On your next inhale, look up slightly, reach back, gentle back bend, and on your exhale, plant the hands to frame that front foot. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky, taking a little bit of a twist here. Fingers are active. Gaze through that thumb. Really strong through that back leg. Exhale, plant that hand down, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise up halfway to a flat back. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to hinge and fold. Inhale, root into the feet, rise. Reverse swan dive, strong core as you reach the arms out and up. Reach up, open the heart. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold all the way forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, palms to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hand, step back to a high plank and hold here. Take a full inhale, really beginning to build heat through the body, strengthen through the solar plexus. We're going to go to the left here. Come onto the blade edge of that left foot as you stack the feet and begin to peel the right arm back up to the sky for a side plank. Option here to modify is to drop that bottom knee, or if you want to take it further, you can lift the top right leg and go a bit deeper. The most important piece here is to keep those hips lifted. On your exhale, come back to your neutral plank. Release the knees, chin and chest. Inhale, slide forward onto your belly, untuck toes, and rise, cobra. Exhale, release the chest back down. Press through the hands to find a child's pose, legs together. Take a deep inhale. And a complete exhale. Another round of breath here. Inhale, really send the breath in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, just soften and surrender. Pressing into those hands firmly. Inhale lifts you up to table. Tuck all 10 toes under. Lift the knees to a hover. Strong core. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Check in with your alignment. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee. Stack the hip. So we're peeling that left hip up over the right, continuing to ground down through that left shoulder as you reach the heel further towards the right, kneecap to the sky. Deep belly breaths here. On your next inhale, extend the leg long. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest, plant it mindfully between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck toes. If you need blocks here, again, feel free. We're sinking in through the hips, lengthening through the spine, looking forward. On your next exhale, shift the hips back, straightening that front leg. Peel the toes towards the face as you go and really engage that quadricep to lift the kneecap. Exhale, hinge and fold. Each inhale, find greater length, crown away from tail. Each exhale, let the heart lead you forward. Full inhale. Complete exhale. And on your next inhale, bend back in through that knee. Tuck the back toes, step it. We're going into crescent lunge, so really strong core. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. We really want to drop and the tailbone down, lengthening the spine rather than sticking the tail out here. Inhale, gather the hands together if you'd like for that back bend. It can help keep your balance. Lift through the heart. Exhale, plant the hands to frame that front foot and lift the left arm up to the sky, taking that twist. Draw the inner thighs together toward the midline here as you reach up and stay active through that right shoulder. Exhale, plant that left hand down, step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Root into the feet, inhale, reverse swan dive. Take up space, expansive through the fingertips. Open the heart if you like, a good back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold, strong core. Inhale, lifts you up halfway. Reach the shoulders away from the ears here. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your high plank and hold. Full inhale. Keep those hips lifted, not too high. Heels away from crown. We're going to the right now. Come onto the right blade edge of the foot, coming into your side plank. Again, taking any variation that feels good, whether you need to modify or whether you want to play with a different shape and go a little bit deeper. Maybe you play with your gaze, bring the gaze up to the top thumb, challenge your balance. And on your next exhale, come back to your neutral plank, full inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, chin, chest. Inhale, glide forward, flat onto your belly, untuck toes, and lift the chest for cobra. Really lightweight in those hands here. Most of that's from your back. Exhale, find child's pose. Take a breath. Check in with your thoughts. Relax the face. Just completely surrender. Notice the energy being built up within your inner space. And on your next inhale, come to your table. Exhale, tuck all 10 toes under and find downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward to high plank. Exhale, lift hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, extend the leg long, square off the hips. Exhale, glide forward, mindfully plant that foot between the palms. Staying lifted, inhale, rise into your crescent lunge. Take a moment, soften through the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen through the fingers, bring the palms a touch. Exhale, bring the hands together to the heart space. Begin to lean forward and then take the twist, bringing that left elbow on the outer edge of the right knee. Twisting here, bring your thumbs together to the heart space. Lift that right elbow so it stacks vertically over the right, really high on the back toes, strong through that back thigh. Breathe deeply into this space. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands to frame that front foot. Plant into that left hand. Come onto the blade edge of the left foot. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky and slowly step that right foot back to your side plank. Nice, fun transition there. Strong core. Exhale, come into your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay here or take a vinyasa. So stay in down dog or let your inhale glide you forward to high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or full up dog. Open the heart. Exhale, strong core. And meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, extend the leg long, square off the hips. Exhale, glide forward, hug the knee into the chest, and plant it down. Strong on those back toes. Inhale, arms sweep up and over into your crescent lunge. Soften into that front knee. Check in with your tailbone. If it's sticking out, just gently drop it lower. Exhale the hands together to the heart space. Inhale, shift the chest forward, twisting to the left. Bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Press the hands together to take the twist, bringing the thumbs together to the heart space. Staying high and active through those back toes. Lift that left elbow up over the right and breathe deeply. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands to frame that front foot and then lift the left arm up to the sky. Slowly come onto the blade edge of that right foot in the back. Really strong core to free up that left foot and step it back into your side plank. Breathing deeply, take any variation you'd like here. And then exhale into your high plank and downward facing dog. Again, your choice if you want to stay or flow through a vinyasa. Move with your breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a breath here in stillness for a moment. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. You can stay here or take it a bit deeper. Allow that foot to continue to fall over to the left and take wild thing, flipping your dog. Once that foot finds the earth, inhale, lift the hips to the sky. Exhale, reach through those right fingers. Gaze follows through the fingers. Breathing deeply, open the heart. On your next inhale, slow and controlled, come back to three-leg dog. Exhale, glide forward into high plank, hug the knee in, and recline the shin for pigeon pose. Walk those left toes out long behind you. Inhale, lift out of the crown. Plant the right fingertips to the center of the mat and reach the left arm up and back for the left foot. Taking a quadricep stretch here. Hug the heel into the glute. Maybe wiggle walk the toes into the inner crease of your elbow if available. And just breathe into that left quadricep and hip flexor. As you slowly release that leg, bring your hands back under your shoulders and just take your time to melt into your pigeon pose. If you have a block, you can use your block to rest the forehead, or stack the hands and use it as a pillow. And just take a moment to completely surrender. Pigeon pose can be a really intense hip opener, so just notice how you're experiencing this shape. Notice the tension, the physical tightness that you may feel. You may also notice emotions that come up. It's very common to feel frustrated or angry in these poses, or even sad or joyful. But whatever you're experiencing, just let it be there. Be okay with it, recognizing that it's only temporary. Rather than focusing on the actual sensation, focus on the breath and see if you can deepen it, sending it to where you're feeling the most intensity, and just imagining it being carried off with each exhale. Allowing the breath to carry you through. Just allow the breath to carry you forward. Taking another deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, sigh. Soften, sink in just a little bit more. And then on your next inhale, bring the palms under the shoulders. Very slowly, mindfully lift the chest back up. Tuck the left toes under, maybe walk them a little bit closer so that you can lift this right leg up and back to your three-leg dog. Taking any sort of movements to release the stiffness out of the leg, make circles. Feel free to take another wild thing here if that's feeling good for you. Flip your dog. Wherever you go, stay connected to breath. Move mindfully, slowly, and with control. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Your next inhale, lift the left heel up towards the sky. So you exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Stay here. You can create circles with that knee or flip your dog if you did so on one side to invite balance into the body. Lift those hips up towards the sky. Reach up and over, opening up the heart. Stay here for another breath. And as you inhale, you'll come back to your three-leg dog, lengthening through that left leg. Exhale, hug that knee in. Bring the knee to the left elbow. Bring the ankle across the mat. Recline the shin for pigeon pose. Sinking in, lifting out of the crown. Bring the left fingertips to the center of your mat. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, up, and back, and grab a hold of that foot if available. Begin to hug the heel closer towards that glute. Breathing in to that right leg. As you exhale very slowly and controlled, release the toes back down. Turn your shoulders back forward for pigeon. And release the chest as you slowly surrender and soften into a deeper variation of this pose. And just give yourself permission to let go here. As adults, we become really good about holding on to things and accumulating things. And in this holding, we sometimes lose sight of how to let go, the beauty and the art that comes along with just loosening our grip. Loosening our grip and finding beautiful, sweet liberation in just letting it be. If you're feeling really tight, just be okay with the fact that this is a struggle. If you're feeling really antsy, be okay with that and just see how still can you become. How quiet in the body can you be? Take another deep inhale, fill up. Exhale to soften, release. Bringing the palms back under your shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck the back toes under. Strong core to lift that left leg up and back to your 3-leg dog, and just match whatever you did on the opposite side to relieve any stiffness, to get a little bit more fluid movement in through this hip and leg. If you took Wild Thing, feel free to explore that again. And we'll all find our way back to downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, release the knees back to the earth. Find child's pose. And just hold some gratitude for your body, for your practice, for showing up for yourself.